right, guys, we are on site at the customer's property. They are going to want us to soft wash all of this rock. It's a pretty good little bit of it, all the way around. We're also doing this concrete, that slab, I believe that in there. There's a spot on the side of the house, on the siding that has algae growth. We're going to hit that. Really nice property out here in Loganville, Georgia. If you didn't know, my company's called Right Pro Wash. We're based out of Monroe, Georgia. We're also going to do this driveway. You can see it's got some lines here. We're going to catch this walkway here. Someone tried to do in the past, left lines. We're going to make sure not to do that. Side of the house that has some algae growth is on the other side of that. We've also got this mailbox covered in it. Gonna nuke that. He wants these 3 squares hit because that's where his property line ends. And then he wants this entire run of concrete. This is all his property. We're gonna let the surface cleaner just tear that up. I'm about to get to it. Stay tuned. We got the setup. Everything parked down here, ready to roll. Hoses are ran. I'm gonna go ahead and set this soft wash up so you guys can see how I'm doing this. We got a 5-gallon bucket here. On the ground, piece of PVC pipe. I'm actually a full-time electrician, so I got some like little pieces of electrical laying around, kind of utilize them in this business too, so that's fun. Downstream injector on the side of the hose reel here. Locked and loaded, ready to roll. A little water coming out of there. All right. We've got about 4 gallons bent up on me. Pool Essentials, sodium hypochlorite. We've got about 4 gallons of that in this bucket. It's gonna run through that downstream injector. That's how we're getting this done. All right, stay tuned, baby. All right, guys. We're starting over here on this side of the house that's nice and caked. You can see right here. I'm gonna just let her rip. I'll take a minute for that chemical to start getting out. These river rocks, they want hit, soft wash, so we're gonna nuke them. All we're using as a house wash mix here, so not any more than 1% on all of this. Sorry, I'm trying to hold the phone and spray. I'm just gonna hit all of these guys with a house wash. Just kind of see what happens. Some of it's pretty green, so there's always a chance this mix is not hot enough, in which I'll have to probably use my soft wash system. So I just kind of was curious to see how these river rocks will react to a house wash mix. So anyways, I'm just gonna keep spraying these, and for the sake of time, I'm gonna end this right here and I'll come back in a little bit. Stay tuned. All right, my surface cleaner just made easy work of this. I still got a couple spots, you can see some lines, but holy crap, look at that. I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of shaded. Look how black that is. Yeah, we probably gotta post treat that. Throw some sauce on that and let it sit. That's pretty crazy so far. I'll have to get a little picture of that. All right, cool. I mean, look at that already. It's coming off. I'll show you all the rest when I'm done. All right, guys. That was honestly a ton of work, so I didn't take a lot of video. I just post-treated, so I'm really hoping. These lines look crazy from the phone. They don't look as bad seeing them without looking through this phone, but those actually look pretty crazy. I'm gonna tell the client to let me know if those lines stay really bad, because I post-treated. I'm hoping it'll wash away. I just hit that whole strip all the way to like right where it gets brown. My hose barely reached over there. Cleaned up the mailbox. It was caked in green. Got that good. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. This still looks really dirty on camera, but I spent like an hour and a half on this thing. All right, this is the after of the rocks. These came out awesome. All I did was use a house mix on them, so I just threw 100% sodium hypochlorite in my bucket and downstreamed it. This all had like a real thick layer of green on it, and I'm really happy with how this came out. I applied that downstream mix, and then I came back behind with a turbo nozzle. There's a couple spots I can see, but for the most part, it's pretty dynamite. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Yeah, that looks really cool. This is the after of the concrete. Honestly, on the phone, I think it's just that shade over top. It's making it look really dark. Because you can see the concrete right here looks nice and white and clean. I did that over there. It's really shaded. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I've been here for 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 5 hours. So this has been a pretty big job. I'm pretty happy with what I did. I feel confident enough to walk away. Like I said, this driveway is kind of hit or miss. We'll see how much those lines clean up. Anyway, it's been a long day. I'm getting wrapped up. Sorry I didn't get a ton of footage. I did this as well. Put a post treatment on that too. I think it looks pretty decent. It's not perfect. but I did put a post treatment on everything. So let me know. I just put a 1% house mix post treat on this. I literally went all vertical, and then I went back on each square, went horizontal. And while I was doing it, I used that ball valve rinse to rinse dirty water off. Then once everything was said and done, I came back and I treated it with a 1% post treat mix. But on the camera, this looks like that black still looks like it's, I don't know if that's just the concrete or if I just didn't do a good job. You guys let me know. That post treat mix is just getting flamed on the concrete right now, so I'm hoping it'll come up. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for following along with me. Another one down. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you later on.